Hey, guys, this is Boss Lady B getting ready to recap Basketball Wives Season 11, Episode 24. I want to start at the end and then I'll flip and go back to the beginning. I'm going to be skipping all the way around because I got about 3 pages of notes. But I want to start with Brandy. I want to say that scene with Brandy, I felt that. I felt like that was real. I felt her emotions coming through the TV because she had built up energy, negative energy from all the girls, Evelyn, Jackie, and her friend Brooke, all bringing up her marital issues that Jason with Jason, and that was hurting her because behind closed doors, she really is dealing with things within her marriage. She really is unhappy, and she probably want to walk away, but due to the fact that he was by her side when she went through her cancer, she feel obligated to stay with him. So, along with the obligation, the ready to walk away, the girls using it as a tactic to hurt her, she just lost it. And Jackie did what the producers wanted her to do. She baited all the girls into an argument. The producer asked Jackie to do a job, and Jackie got the girls activated. And this wasn't a good look on Jackie's behalf. Like, I usually go up for Jackie, but I don't like the way Jackie did things in this episode towards the end. Jackie was asking Laura about the Evelyn and Shaq thing. And Laura is so defensive and want to be so stern with everybody but Evelyn. Evelyn was the one who played the tape. Evelyn is the one who is calling you out in front of everybody, letting you know that Shaunie know it was you and Shaunie putting you on blast. So why didn't you turn that aggression towards Evelyn? She was sitting right next to you. But yet you wanted to go at Jackie and you wanted to shut down Brandy right away. You didn't even let them get a word out for you. I'm not. I'm not. Like, you made yourself look guilty to me. I feel like the way you came off was extremely guilty. Because if it was no truth to it, you wouldn't have been so ready to shut it down or not talk about it or just be so damn rude about it. And with them at the last dinner of the trip, and Jackie was fake apologizing, and Brandy just lost it. She lost it. And I think it was just something that was, she had reached her limit. And she was like a volcano. She was boiling and boiling and boiling, and she kept trying to swallow it. But every time she would try to move forward, somebody else would bring up her marital issues, and she just boiled over like a volcano. And she got me teary eyed because I felt her pain. I really did. I can't relate to it, but I felt it because I felt like it was real, in my opinion. But let's go back to the beginning. Let me turn my notes. The girls picked up after the bachelorette party. Everybody was acting like they was hungover. I don't believe it. I think it was just part of the scheme that Ty set up, in my opinion. But maybe they were. Um, they discuss what happened. Brooke tells Evelyn she's a good kisser. Then Evelyn goes in her room and FaceTime Shaunie, and that's when they start talking about the book, and that's where the mess really got started. The woman in the book that they talking about again is Laura. We knew this from way back in the day. That's why Laura hasn't been on the show in over 10 years, maybe, if give or take. Um, But I didn't like how Laura can shut everybody down when it came to the accusation with her and Shaq. But she wanted to orchestrate a reunion with Jackie and Brooke. Like then you need to stay out of it. Then you need to not say nothing because you just got back on the boat, honey. Because you've been drowning for the last 10 years trying to get back on the show. So no. Um, I wanted to say that confessional dress that Brooke had on, I didn't like that. It seemed like it was pulling her boobs down and it was just hanging low. I don't know, something about that confessional dress she had on tonight was off. I don't know if that was my first time seeing it or what, but it was off to me. Um, the girls went zip lining. Some of them did the go kart thing. I don't know, dirt bike, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what that was. And Evelyn and Jen chicken out. Evelyn's so tough, but she can't even go zip lining. I actually went zip lining in the Smoky Mountains in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. It's like so exciting. It's scary when you first take off, but as you keep going, it's just a thrill, and it's very nice. Everybody should try to do it. After they did all that, Brooke and Jackie talked things out. Of course, as Jackie was trying to apologize, because I don't think none of these girls actually mean their apologies. I actually think that they all be apologizing. And but Brooke couldn't even let her finish. She was just inserting herself like, no, no, yes you did. No, you didn't make a mistake. No, you didn't misunderstood. No. And Jackie was like, well, I apologize. And they somewhat moved on, but I don't think Brooke would ever trust her again, and rightfully so. And I don't even see why Jackie is still on this apology tour. Like, get off the bus, honey. Your stop is here. Like, this is the last person that you need to be apologizing to, because it's enough. You've been apologizing for the last 3 episodes. Like, I'm tired of you apologizing. You did enough apologizing for your rest of your life. Okay. And Jackie said she, admitted that she spoke some things to her ex-friend who she thought was her friend in confidence, and it wasn't, and the girl put her on blast, and they somewhat moved forward. The ladies have dinner while sitting in a pool. Brandy invites the girl to her son's charity event. She gave them like a little gift box, and with the invitation, they all said they would go. And she said she asked Jackie to be the host. So funny how they were hosting and giggling and hugging, and went to turning those tables. Like, woo. Anyway, Evelyn then takes a moment to say, since everybody's doing stuff and getting on good terms, she also apologized, because if she didn't apologize, she apologized to Brandy and saying she would never bring up her marriage again, never bring up Jason again. I bet you, as soon as the reunion hit, she's gonna bring it up. I'll be surprised if Evelyn actually never brings up Brandy marriage again, because that's not who Evelyn is. She used the thing that hurt you the most to hurt you all over again. That's just who Evelyn is. Brandy said, she's gonna move with caution, because after I confided things in you, you used over everything against me. And Evelyn said she understands, and she's willing to move forward. The ladies asked what happened with Jackie and Brooke, and they say they talked it out. Jackie was finna go off the radar again, and Brooke brought her back in, and they was finna start going back and forth. And Jackie got her crazy ass up and kissed Brooke. And I'm like, is that something you wanted Evelyn to turn to the right and kiss you? Instead, she turned to the left and kissed Brooke. Like, you had to get you a kiss in there, right? Like, which one was it? I think that was inappropriate, because you know damn well Brooke ain't feeling you like that. Like, why would you kiss that girl? And it's just nasty. Ugh. Um, Everybody was laughing, and Brooke was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Because it was just crazy that Jackie would get up and do that. But that is wacky Jackie. Those are the things that Jackie does. She does things that get everybody stirred up, and she can always bring you back in some type of way. That's just the magic of Jackie, I guess. While at the same dinner, Evelyn brings up Shaunie book. Evelyn, messy ass, plays the audio from Shaunie book talking about the woman who was the catalyst of her marriage, and we all know it was Laura. Now, here's my problem. I don't understand why they brought Laura back on the show just to bring up something old from seasons ago. Like, I thought this was addressed and over with. Like, ain't this the reason why wasn't her sister Gloria finna fight Shaunie or getting into it with Shaunie in some type of way? I'm gonna go back and watch those episodes, because I want to know how that went down. I can't remember. I know I watched it because I was a Basketball Wife fan back in the day when it first came out. So I gotta rewatch that, because I want to remember how that all went down, how it came to a conclusion. But I'm just confused that why would they use Jennifer to bring her back on the show just to bring up some old dirt? That don't make sense to me. Like, it kind of looks like y'all had nothing else going on at that time. Or was this just a plot because y'all knew Shaunie book was coming out at the time while they were filming? So they decided to put this little thing together, like, oh, let's bring Laura back because Shaunie book is coming back, and everybody be drawn into it like it's old news or whatever. It's entertaining, but it's old news. So, like, we all get it. I don't still don't understand why they brought Laura back. And if I was Laura, I would ask, like, why y'all want me back? Because actually it don't seem like Laura and Jen is that close. If Laura didn't know Jen fiance was on probation and owed $250,000 in restitution, then it really looks fake. It looks like they used Jen, or Jen just wanted to be in the friend group and brought that girl along so it could go along with Shaunie's book coming out at the time. Then Laura tone and coldness was a sign of guilt. Like, if you didn't do it, then why is you just shutting everybody down like that? And why didn't you tell Evelyn, like, let it go? You said you and Shaunie was like sisters and that you loved her. That's what you said. So if that was the case, I would have just shut that down. Like, nope, that's not what we doing. Excuse me. You all know that I didn't do it. Y'all just want to make something up because this is a part of her book, and y'all not gonna use me for the storyline. If you didn't do it, but instead, Jackie couldn't even get a word out. Nope, I'm not doing it. Mind your business. I'm not discussing with you. All Brandy said was, and you shut her completely down. She didn't even get her word out all the way. And you telling them to mind their business. You got not going to discuss this in front of these ladies. Well, Evelyn just did. Evelyn just did. So why you don't want to discuss it? It don't make sense. Like, it's out there now. It's been out there. So if this is your opportunity, you haven't been on the scene, clear it up. Just clear it up. Anyway, the next day they get ready to go on the boat. And Jackie, Cheyenne, and Laura's in the same car. And Jackie, unwarranted, asked Laura about the rumor with Evelyn and Shaq. And she asked Laura, have you heard about this? Laura said, yes, I have. But I would never talk about or speak about it because it's not my business. But yes, I have heard it. And, I'm thinking to myself, like, Jackie, don't do it. Don't do it, because now you're finna go back down the road that you just got off. Now you're gonna have to start apologizing all over again. We tired of that tour. We tired of the apology tour. Get off that. Let's start something new. So why did you even ask Laura that question? Because you know Laura wasn't gonna hold you up in that. She was gonna throw you under the bus. And she really didn't throw you on the bus. Let me not say that. But she wasn't gonna let you just put it out there like she was talking crap about Evelyn when she wasn't. And so when all the ladies got on the boat, Jackie is ready to get this party started. She's like, come on, y'all, let's get loose. Let's talk about stuff when we did. Let's talk about having sex at 10 years old. I'm like, come on now. See, this is why they're investigating you, because you talk about having sex at 10 years old. Who talks about that? Who have sex at 10 years old? Like, come on, Jackie. But I feel like Jackie does what the producer wants her to do. She is like, and I love me some Jackie. I really do. The fun Jackie. I don't like the messy Jackie, but at the same time, Jackie trying to get to the bottom of this, or just bringing it up, stirring up the pot, was her way of getting her get back on Evelyn for doing that private investigator on her, talking about she was a prostitute. Excuse me. That was Jackie's way of getting Evelyn back. I'm not mad at it, but I just think it wasn't at the right time. Because no matter how you were going to try to get your get back, it was going to come across as you being messy. And rightfully so, because it was. Oh, this air conditioner bothered me. I'm getting stuffy. Like, I hope I'm not getting no sinus infection. I ain't had one in a minute, and it feel like I am. But anyway, Jen asks Brandy, how did she feel about Evelyn's apology? Brandy says she has her guard up and expresses how this brings up unhealed feelings and pain about the things that Jason has done in their marriage. And it proves my point that she is hurting still because she was screwed over by her husband over 300 some women's, one woman you can say, okay, he cheated, blah blah blah. We got over, we went to counseling, we started all over. He won me back. We started dating, we renewed our vows, blah blah blah. But 350 women, Brandy could never live that down. And no one in this world, not one single woman, would ever stay with a man who cheated more than once or at all, yet alone 350 times. My husband ain't even got a ounce of a chance to ever think about doing it because he will be gone. Because I know my self-worth. But we also know that he stuck by her at her lowest moment, and she wants to honor her vows for that reason only and for her son's sake. So they get back all together, and Jackie gathered the girls, and they all sitting around, and she brings up the Evelyn Shack room again. Like, Jackie, why? But at the same time, like I said, Evelyn did hire a PI to investigate her past. So Jackie is like a quick karma for her, but Jackie is crazy, and it wasn't a time to try to get Evelyn back. It's more than that way to get Evelyn back. But hey, I get it. You're on the show. You at that moment. And since Evelyn brought up the book, you like, hey, I'm finna go full force on this, and I'm finna dig into it deeper. Um, Jackie talked about how her and Laura brought up the room, and that Laura said she heard the rumor too. Evelyn tells Jackie, shut the F up. Like, Jackie, don't play with my best friend. Y'all better not play with my best friend. We've been friends for over 20 years. Had that been true, we wouldn't be friends today. Don't play with my MF and best friend. And I can respect Evelyn on that part because I'm like that about my sister. My sister is my best friend. I ride or die for her. I don't care who it is. Don't play with her on no level. Don't play with my sister. So I get that part where Evelyn is coming from. Um, they went on off of that. Evelyn and Brooke talked about it. Evelyn says she knows her truth. She sleeps well at night. Blah blah blah. The ladies get dressed up and they go to their last dinner. Jackie and Evelyn starts arguing, and Jackie said she was being messy, admitted to being messy, and she also apologized again. Brandy asked who brought the question up for clarity, and Laura want to act tough and shut Brandy down. And she like, don't talk about me or ask questions about me. And Brandy's like, well, I did. And I'm like, yes, Brandy, let her know you're not scared. Like, see, they all know out of all the girls on there, it's only two girls that ain't scared of Evelyn, and that's Brooke and Brandy. Period. I don't know about Jaceel because I don't know what she's capable of. I ain't never see her activated. Well, I know for a fact Brooke and Brandy is not scared of Evelyn. So why would you think that she would be scared of Laura? So I'm glad Brandy stood up to Laura because Laura was doing the most for the moment. And that's when it all went haywire. And I don't like that Brandy let the girls take her there because that's what they wanted. They wanted to see her get frustrated and upset and admit that she wasn't happy at home because that's what they all been insinuating, right? And Brandy just wants the truth. She just asking the question like, who, for clarity. She just wants to know because everybody all in her business. So why not? Why not? And that's when Jackie started yelling at her. And if I was Brandy, Jackie should have got handled. Why before she even got a chance to get out that chair because you were doing the most. You popped off on her like that for no reason. Like, who were you trying to show off for? Like, were you trying to show off for Cheyenne? Then Cheyenne jumped up. Couldn't even hear what she said to Brooke because it was so much chaos, and Brooke jumped up, and it's like, I don't like the fact that they be jumping up and then they still don't do nothing. Like, y'all wait for security to get y'all or something. Like, if you're gonna fight, fight. If you're not just stop with all the extraness. But I'm 100% glad that Brooke had Brandy back because nobody else was gonna say anything. Like, I'm glad that Brooke stood up, and I'm glad she had Brandy back, and she was trying to calm Brandy down. But at that moment, Brandy had exploded, and it wasn't no calming her down. I think she needed the rest of the night to herself. Um, and I'm glad like Jennifer was there. I give Jen credit. Jen was there. She stood by Brandy's side and was like, "She's not worth it. Calm down. Calm. You got too much to lose." And at the end, Evelyn was trying to say like Brandy, but Brandy was on 10. And Evelyn knows because she's been there before on the show. She know how it is, and so do Brooke. But I'm glad Brooke got that out of her. I mean, Brandy, it got that out of her so she can move forward. It seemed like in the next episode she's going to be letting Jason know how she really feels, and I hope it's not a divorce coming. Maybe it's just her standing on her 10 toes and knowing her self-worth and knowing that she don't have to settle for this just because he was by her side. That don't alleviate her being grateful for what he did, but it also she needs to recognize that she got to be happy. She can't be healthy and she can't raise her son if she's sacrificing her own happiness. And I know that's part of being a mother, but it's definitely not part of being a wife. So y'all, I'm really, really enjoying this season. I haven't enjoyed Basketball Wives in a long time, and I'm really liking this season. I also want to give a shout out to everybody who's been watching my videos. A shout out to everybody who's subscribing to my channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Like they do in church, we welcome you once, welcome you twice. I know, but I do appreciate y'all taking time out to watch my video. It means a lot to me. I still have a lot to learn. I'm still very nervous. That's why I'm stuttering over my words. And I don't know why, because I work in the office. I'm a manager, and I don't even stutter at work. But and I'm way more. I'm administrator for 3,000 kids in high school, and I don't ever stutter. But for some reason, and it's nobody in the room with me, and I'm still stuttering. But anyway, again, thank y'all for watching the videos. Thank y'all for subscribing. And before we get out of here, make sure y'all hit that like button and make sure you are subscribing. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.